Have you ever wondered what really truly separates a trader who's just getting by from one who is consistently profitable? It's not some secret indicator or a magic formula. It's a complete fundamental shift in mindset. So today, let's open up the playbook and really dig into the mental upgrades you need to make for trading success. This sentence right here, this is the foundation for everything we are about to cover. It's not just a nice little quote, it is the actual dividing line between making it and breaking it in the markets. The very moment you think you know it all, well, that's the moment you're in the most danger. All right, here's our roadmap for this session. First, we're going to tackle that dangerous illusion of early success. Then we'll talk about what a trading plan really is. Hint, it's not what you think. We'll uncover the power of a trading journal, embrace the idea of continuous learning, and then finally, we'll pull it all together into that core mindset of a professional trader. Okay, let's jump right in with a classic story. The overconfident novice. He's had a few wins, he's feeling totally invincible, but his seasoned mentor knows the hard truth about the market that this guy is about to learn the hard way. So picture this, a new trader, his account is flush with some fresh profits, and he meets his mentor, the rich trader, for breakfast. The markets are closed, he's feeling good, relaxed, and he is ready to declare victory. He honestly feels like he's finally made it, that he has figured out this whole trading game. And there it is, probably the most dangerous sentence any trader can say. This isn't confidence, folks. This is hubris. The rich trader almost spits out his orange juice when he hears this, because he knows this feeling is the #1 sign of a massive account blowup waiting to happen. It's the absolute peak of what psychologists call Mount Stupid on the Dunning-Kruger curve. So, this brings us to the rich trader's very first lesson, a massive reality check. That trading plan the novice is so proud of, it's not a finished masterpiece. Nope. It's just the start of the real work. This is just a brilliant analogy. I mean, think about it. You would never submit the first draft of a college paper and expect to get an A+, right? Of course not. You have to research, revise, get feedback, and rewrite. A trading plan is exactly the same. It is a hypothesis that has to be brutally tested against the harsh reality of the live market. This slide just captures that gap between perception and reality perfectly. The novice sees a finished product. The pro sees a set of assumptions that need to be challenged. A system that works great in a bull market might get absolutely crushed in a bear market. The plan isn't the end of the work, it's the starting gun. So how do you actually test it? Well, first, you back test it against years of historical data. Then you forward test it in real time, but without real money on the line. You have to quantify your edge. What is your winning percentage? What's the average size of your wins compared to your losses? And maybe most importantly, you have to test yourself. Can you actually follow the plan without messing with it when the pressure is on? Now, once you start testing, you need a way to track not just your performance, but your psychology. And this brings us to what might be the professional's most underrated tool, the trading journal. A journal is so much more than just a log of your wins and losses. It's a mirror. It forces you to look at your decisions, the good, the bad, and the emotional ones. It's where you record not just what happened, but why it happened, and what you were thinking and feeling in that exact moment. So you might be wondering, what is a journal really going to show me? You might think it's just a record of trades, but a detailed, honest journal reveals hidden truths about your own behavior that you would never see otherwise. Your journal is going to show you patterns you never even knew you had. Maybe you always seem to lose money on Friday afternoons, or you take impulsive trades whenever you're bored. It will put a spotlight on every single time you broke your rules out of greed or fear. It is, without a doubt, the single best tool for becoming your own trading coach. And this all leads us to the rich trader's core philosophy, the real engine that drives all of this improvement. The commitment to never, ever stop learning. I mean, just look at this contrast. It's night and day. The novice thinks reading a few popular trading books is enough to get by. The professional knows that barely scratches the surface. We're talking about building a library of knowledge, and for them, preparation isn't just a quick glance at the charts, it is hours of deep, focused work every single day. Hundreds. Just let that number sink in for a second. The best traders are absolutely voracious readers. They study market history, biographies of great investors, psychology, risk management, anything and everything to get an edge. Their education never, ever stops. And you know what? It's not just in trading. The legendary investor Charlie Munger said it best. Real wisdom comes from constant learning. The market is a living, breathing, evolving beast. If you are not constantly learning, you are falling behind. Simple as that. So let's bring this all home. Let's pull all these threads together. What is the ultimate mindset that separates the pros from the amateurs? It's the understanding that you are the core of your own trading system. Here's the most crucial point. There is no magic one-size-fits-all system out there. A profitable system must be tailored specifically to you. Are you patient or are you impulsive? Can you handle big drawdowns or do you need frequent small wins to stay sane? Your system has to fit your personality like a glove. Otherwise, you'll never, ever have the discipline to actually follow it. And underneath every single professional system is this one non-negotiable rule. Look, you can be wrong half the time and still make an absolute fortune, as long as your winners are bigger than your losers. But you cannot survive if you let a single trade wipe you out. Preserving your capital is job number 1, 2, and 3. You see, professionals don't just hope they won't have a big loss. They build a fortress to prevent it. They use hard stop losses to define their exact risk on every single trade. They might use options or futures to hedge their positions. And most critically, they use position sizing to make sure that no single trade can ever deliver a fatal blow to their account. And that's really what it all comes down to, isn't it? You can read hundreds of books and build the most perfect plan on paper. But the rich trader knows that knowledge is cheap. It's everywhere. The real currency of the market is discipline. The ability to do the right thing over and over and over again, especially when it's hard. So the final question you have to ask yourself is, do you have it?